Hey guys, Fazzy back here with some more rating reveals. I was not expecting to have a second video out today, but it looks like we do have a look at our top centers going into NHL 26. So on the official EA Sports X Twitter account, there is unfortunately nothing up at the moment. This is just before noon, but I went on the website and I found that I don't know if they're supposed to put it up yet. There's a ton of different center ratings on the website. So yeah, again, I don't know if this was accidental, if they just put it up early. I was not expecting to see all these, let alone the top 10. So yeah, just scroll down here. I'll give you guys a quick look. We'll maybe check back at the end of the video. Maybe they just released everyone today. I see Celebrini there at an 88, Bedard at an 88. So some interesting ratings for sure. And yeah, kind of weird to just have this all go live randomly, but hey, it is what it is. So starting at the top of the list, obviously it's Connor McDavid. 97 overall is the only thing to really talk about. Does he deserve that 99? It kind of depends who you ask. Like, he is the best player in the NHL. Honestly, I think it really depends who you ask. Is he the perfect player in every single aspect? Probably not. Defensively, I'd say there's definitely stronger players than him, but he is by far, like, not even close to the best offensive player in the league, so yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. But he does come in at a 97 overall in the base roster. Going down to 96 overall, we have McKinnon and Draisaitl. It makes sense to have those guys there. I was kind of expecting Draisaitl at 95, McKinnon at 96, to tie him with Kucherov, but all those guys are very much in the same regard when it comes to points, when it comes to who's normally up for like the Hart Trophy. You always kind of see those same names, so at least in that sense, it makes sense to have those guys at a 96. Moving down to 95, we only have one player, and that is Alexander Barkov, back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Alexander Barkov, the face of the Florida Panthers, and now that puts him as the highest-rated Panther. We saw Ryan Hart and we saw Tkachuk both getting 93s. I would probably go 94 for Barkov, but again, at least you're in like the same ballpark. It's one overall point. It's not that bad. Moving down to 94 overall, we have three players tied: Sidney Crosby, Jack Eichel, and Austin Matthews. Starting out with Matthews, I think that's probably fine. This last year wasn't amazing. The year before was insane, scoring 69 goals. So that's probably all right for him. Sidney Crosby, it's a tough one. Like, I love Sid. He's like one of, if not the best players of our last generation. At least him or McDavid for sure. But is he still a 94 overall? And no disrespect whatsoever to Sid. I don't know. He's on a rough Penguins team. That does play into it. I would probably go lower 90s, 92. I think that's still very respectable for Sid at this point. Still fantastic. Still the franchise of the Penguins at this point. I don't know. I'm interested to see what you guys think. And then Eichel at a 94. Maybe a touch high for me. I don't know. I don't have the numbers up in front of me, and I'm honestly not super familiar what Eichel has done in the past few years. Moving down to 93 overall, we have Jack Hughes. He last year missed a good chunk of time with injury. That kind of derailed the second half of the Devils season, and the postseason. Losing him was a huge blow. I think he was a 94 last year when he was on the cover, at least with his brothers, so 93 is probably all right for him. Going down to 92, we also only have one player, that being Braden Point. I think, yeah, it's probably about right. I think he's actually honestly been a 93 in past games. Again, I don't really go over the EA rosters too much, but I'm pretty sure he's even, yeah, he's been 93 at least at some point, so it's a -1 here. Going down to 91, we just have one player, that being Mark Scheifele. 91 might be a touch high. Jets honestly had a phenomenal year this past year, and that does reflect that rating. I'd probably go 90 for him. Again, it's not much. It's just one overall point. And then lastly here, at a 90, moving outside the top 10, we have at least three players tied on the screen: Sebastian Aho, Martin Necas, and Nick Suzuki. Suzuki, I think that's honestly a perfect rating for. He is like the face, the captain of the Montreal Canadiens right now, with, a very good young team around him. I think that's probably fine for him. Aho seems a little bit low at 90. Again, he's a guy in previous years, I'm pretty sure we've seen him higher rated. I swear he's almost always like a 92 in these games, so kind of reminds me of like the Adam Fox rating from a few days ago. He was definitely a lower 90 for sure. Looks like he got a bit of a nerf this year. And then Martin Necas also at a 90, coming over in that huge trade earlier this year. It's maybe a little bit much in the recency bias. He's been a guy that's always been, higher rated in the past few years anyway. I remember him getting 88, 89s when he really only had one good season. Honestly, 88, 89 is probably fair. Not the end of the world, him being one overall point higher at a 90. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the centers here today. I'm curious. Let's go and refresh the website here. It's a few minutes after noon now. And yeah, it looks like actually they ended up just releasing the whole list of everybody. I was not expecting this till probably Friday. Yeah, you have 7 pages down here. I'm not going to go through anything super crazy here. We can just take a look for some interesting names, see what some overalls are coming at. Yeah, and I was not expecting them to just dump everything on us here all at once. I wonder if that means there's any other news coming later in the week. I guess we'll have to see. Lane Hudson there, we're talking about him, comes in at 88, same with Celebrini. We saw it's a little bit high for one good year. I don't know, EA always does that with rookies though. But let's see, is there anyone else here looking all that interesting? Apologies if I just scroll through players here. Ended up missing some. We're going through it quick. Morgan Riley there, Leafs fans, comes in at an 87 this year. Schneider on the Rangers, 86. That feels a little bit high. Going to the next page here once again. Keontre Miller on the Hurricanes, 86. Matt Barzal there. Wow, down to an 86. So he got a pretty decent downgrade this year. Leafs fans, there's Anthony Stolarz coming in with an 85 overall. Darnell Nurse gets an 85. Orlov, 85. Let's go to the next page once again. We'll go through one or two more of these. Landeskog returning to the NHL in 85. Demidov, holy smokes, he's already 85. I love Demidov, he's going to be great, but like, just thinking of it from a franchise mode perspective, when you start young players that high, I don't know. I think we'll call it here for today. If you guys want to go see it, it is live on the EA Sports NHL 26 website, where you can check out all of the ratings. So yeah, let me know, what do you guys think of anything you've seen here in today's video? Doesn't have to be centers, could just be anything that we've gone through here at the end, at the beginning, whatever it may be. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next video.